Hello everybody. I have created a video to show you how to schedule your Webex classes, because if you don't actually schedule your classes, when students show up for your class tomorrow, day after, or whenever your next class is, they are not going to find your virtual classroom for them to participate. So you have to create this classroom for you to be able to start hosting your classes. This video is obviously meant for those of you who have not already done it or haven't figured it out yourself. And it's also not meant for someone who has not activated their Cisco account yet. So I'm assuming you have your Cisco account, Webex account all ready to go, and you're going to start teaching in the coming days. So the first thing you would do is you would log into Learn, which I've already done here. And I'm going to show you how to schedule your class. Now, I have to just point out that you need to do this only once. Once you schedule your class, you're done for the rest of the term. But you need to do it for every course and for every section of a course that you might teach. By the way, this is the first time I've attempted to make a video like this, and that too a software that I'm not familiar with, so please bear with me if it doesn't look very clean. And also there's a hiss when I speak, and that's the microphone, and I'm not able to get rid of it, so please tolerate that as well. Okay, so let's get to scheduling our classes. So the first, I'm just going to go into this, one of my development courses. So once you're there, you would go to Communication, Cisco Webex, just like you might have done in the Cisco Webex tutorial if you attended one of those. Okay, so this is where you need to set up your class for the first time, rather set up as in schedule. Right now there's nothing here because I haven't scheduled any class, which means when students show up for my class tomorrow, they're not going to find a classroom, virtual classroom for them to enter. So I need to have that set up. The way to do that is by clicking schedule. But before that, I just want to point out this thing in the far right corner, top right corner, saying account settings. I'm going to click that. And then you need to go to conferencing accounts. You see the Webex trainings here. I should have logged in here at least once, and I did that a couple of days ago. You don't have to do it every time, but you should be logged into Webex trainings. Right now you don't see a password, but I'm already logged in. I know that. And you will know very soon if you're not logged in, and I'll show you how. This Webex meetings is what you can use for office hours with students. Or if you have some very small classes and you want to do it like people sitting around a table kind of a meeting where everybody sees everybody else's video, that's possible. For larger classes, Webex trainings is what the facilitator that did the tutorials recommended. So I'm going to go back here to the top left, events calendar, and I'm going to start setting up my class. Let's say I teach Mondays and Wednesdays from 10 a.m. to 11:15 a.m. I click schedule. My course name is going to appear, so your course name might appear. It could be GMGT 3300 or any course that you're teaching, that'll appear here. Description is optional, you can leave it blank. Let's say I teach weekly, which almost all of us do, and I'm teaching Mondays and Wednesdays 10 to 11 a.m., 11:15 a.m. Now this one, make sure that this is Winnipeg, America/Winnipeg, okay? And if you do this once, you don't have to do it again. So I'm going to first uncheck this, deselect this Tuesday. It's selected because today happens to be Tuesday, so it automatically thinks I'm going to start doing something today, which I'm not. So I click on Monday, Wednesday, and 10 a.m. Make sure this AM or PM appears correct, because right now I'm doing this when it's about 8:30 p.m. and so it's showing PM, but I want to change that to AM, so 10 a.m. and my class meets 1 hour 15 minutes. Now here I need to choose Webex trainings. So this tells me that I'm already logged into Webex trainings. As I said, I did that a couple of days ago and I won't have to do it again. Some of you may not see Webex meetings. If you logged into Webex meetings also in that screen that I showed you when we clicked on account settings, you will see Webex meetings also. If you don't see that, don't worry about it. But Webex trainings must show, because that's what we're going to use for our classes. And I'm going to click Save. Oh, it's complaining about some problem here. Okay, that's because I have Mondays and Wednesdays, but I have the starting date as March 17th, Tuesday. So, which is neither a Monday nor Wednesday. So, excuse me. So Webex doesn't know whether I made a mistake here with the day or whether I made a mistake with the start date. But I do know I made a mistake with the start date, because I don't start teaching Tuesday, I start on Wednesday. So I changed that to March 18th. So just make sure everything looks right here. You see my course has already appeared, but I still need to save it. When I save it, that's going to change to blue up here. So that's it. My next class, my upcoming class is tomorrow, Wednesday at 10 a.m. You see a button here, prepare, because this is the instructor screen. Students will not see that. Tomorrow, shortly before the class, they will see a button which says join, and when they click join, they'll be able to get into the classroom, provided you have already started hosting your classroom, and I'll show you that in a moment. If you click prepare, it's going to open up your Webex classroom screen, and typically you will do that maybe 15-20 minutes before class to make sure you have all your files, PowerPoint files and whatever else all ready to go. Now just let's say you made a mistake. Okay, so your class is not 10 to 11:15, it is 10 to 12:15. You click on the plus and you can edit it by clicking this first icon. So I'm going to change my class to 2 hours 15 minutes and save it, and so it's updated. It shows 10 a.m. to 12:15 p.m. All right, now in case you tried this out a few times, let's say you were just playing with it and you created a few different classes just to try out. I'm going to do that right now. Okay, so let's make another class that's Mondays and Wednesdays, starting at 8 or let's just say Tuesdays, starting at 8:35 p.m. That's a few minutes from now, because I'm recording this at about 8:30 p.m. And Webex trainings should be here. Okay, nothing to change, and I'm going to click save, and I will see that it will not complain because Tuesday, March 17th does happen to be a Tuesday, so this should work fine. Okay, now but you see the difference in the button. For tomorrow's class it shows prepare because your class is not ready to host, but for a class that's beginning in another 5 minutes, it shows host. I'm not sure what the time window here is, how much, at which point the prepare becomes host, but I would think it would be way more than 5 minutes. So if I click host here, then I'll get into my class right away, and when students are clicking join, they'll also get into the class right away. Okay, but they cannot click join for a class which is not beginning until tomorrow. But make sure you don't have non-class things show up here. Okay, so for instance, I really don't have a class from 8:35 to 10 p.m. I do have a class from 10 a.m. to 12:15 p.m. Let's assume this is the real one, and the one on top was just a trial, and I want to make sure you get rid of it, because otherwise every Tuesday at 8:35 p.m. a classroom is going to be available for students to join, and they're going to join and not find you there. Okay, so make sure you delete it from here. Again, you click plus, delete. Now it's giving me three options. This event means it's going to delete only today's class, but I want to delete everything, okay, because I don't want this class showing up next Tuesday. So I'm going to choose all events in this series and confirm delete. Now that's got rid of that class which I really don't have. Okay, so this is how you would schedule your class, but keep in mind this is only, I did that only for one course that I'm teaching, or maybe one course section that I'm teaching. Let's say I'm teaching another course at another time, obviously. I need to do this same thing for that course as well. So go back to my home page, and let's just say you then choose your other course. I'm just going to choose this one, the course that I am teaching. And I will do the same thing all over again. Okay, Cisco Webex. You see nothing appears here because whatever I did was for a different course section or a different course. And here again I would do the same thing. Okay, same steps as I showed you for the other course. And at the end of it I would click save, and okay, let's just assume that class is 10 to 11:15, and this one say is 2:30 to 3:45 on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Okay, so 2:30, and class goes for 1 hour 15 minutes, and it doesn't start, well, let's say it's not starting today, but it is starting on Thursday. So I would choose March 19th. All right. Oh, yeah, make sure this AM and PM are right. Okay, so it is 2:30 p.m. Again, I would need to choose Webex trainings because that's for classrooms. Click save, and I'm done. Right? Now you don't find anything else, but by next Tuesday you will find Tuesday shows up here. I didn't have a class for 17 today, so nothing shows up here. But my upcoming class is Thursday. But if I did have a class, say on Saturday, by the time Saturday moves up, it's going to be the next class, and that will show up for students, and this will appear as join shortly before the class time. Okay, so you've done this for both your courses, or how many of your courses you're teaching, and that's it. That means you have created your Webex classrooms. You don't need to do that each time. And I don't believe a reminder email goes out to students, but the way of looking at it, we don't remind students about coming to the physical class. We just expect them to show up. Same thing applies here. They are expected to show up in this Webex classroom at the same time that we teach our physical class. So they should remember to be there. And after that, when you're ready to teach, you get into this screen that you see now, and you will find this one saying host, and once you click host, you are into your Webex classroom. Well, I hope this video was useful, and if you have any questions, please either ask me or ask one of your colleagues who might be able to help you, because I may not be able to respond as quickly as someone that you run into in the hallway. Okay. Thank you very much. Thanks for watching. Bye.